In the first part of the video, we got to know some of the biggest, most colorful, and most venomous snakes in the world, from boas and pythons to vipers and elapids. But our journey doesn't end there. In this second part, we will discover even more amazing species, including the largest family of snakes in the world, rare and unusual types that are seldom seen, and some with the most unique abilities in the reptile kingdom. So get ready, because here comes the continuation of our journey through 100 species of snakes from around the world. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you'll always be updated with videos like this. The Colubridae, also known as typical snakes, are the largest family of snakes in the world. It is composed of 8 subfamilies, 258 genera, and over 1,800 species. Most of the snakes belonging to this family are non-venomous, although there are some species that have been recorded to cause human fatalities. The first subfamily we will discuss is the Natricinae. It is composed of 37 genera, including the grass snake, water snake, and garter snake. They can be found on almost every continent except South America, and only a few are found in Australasia. The grass snake is an excellent swimmer, and it almost exclusively eats amphibians. During winter, it stays underground to avoid the extreme cold. When spring comes, male grass snakes bask in the sun to raise their body temperature before the breeding season begins. The garter snake is a small and slender snake that usually only reaches 1.4 meters or about 4 feet in length. Its venom is very weak and poses almost no danger to humans, but it is an excellent hunter that often catches fish and tadpoles. It can be found in North America, where there are 13 subspecies. Of all of these, the San Francisco garter snake has the most remarkable colors. It has blue, red, and black stripes all over its body, which is why it is considered one of the most beautiful snakes in the world. Unfortunately, it is now included among the endangered species, and it is estimated that only 1,000 to 2,000 remain in the wild. The buff-striped keelback, on the other hand, is a very gentle and non-aggressive snake. It is often called the equivalent of the garter snake in Asia because they have similar lifestyles. It can be found in South and Southeast Asia, and it usually lives in areas with plenty of water, where it feeds on frogs and rice field frogs. The common water snake also eats amphibians, but it also catches small birds and mammals along the edges of rivers and lakes. This is an ovoviviparous snake, which means it gives birth to live young instead of laying eggs. The diamondback water snake is named for the diamond-shaped markings on its body. Its head is also noticeably diamond-shaped. Although it is completely non-venomous, it is often mistaken for a cottonmouth, one of the most venomous snakes in North America. The next family is the Dipsadidae, which consists of about 700 species found in various parts of North and South America. This includes snail eaters, hognose snakes, and various types of snakes that mimic the appearance of coral snakes and vipers to scare off predators. One of the most distinctive members of this family is the western worm snake. It has a black or purple-colored back and a pale pink belly. It is very small and rarely exceeds 28 centimeters or 11 inches in length. Its main food is almost exclusively earthworms. It is almost the same size as the ring-necked snake. Like the western worm snake, its back is also dark in color, but its belly has a beautiful combination of orange and bright red, making it easy to identify. The cat's eye snail eater, the first of 2 species that primarily feed on snails and slugs living on the ground and in trees. It can be found in tropical forests, lowland areas, and even in mountains up to 1,500 meters or almost 5,000 feet high. It lives in South America together with the neotropical snail eater. It uses its thin and long jaw to pull the snail out of its shell. It has 2 well-known subspecies, and both spend almost their entire lives in trees. The false coral snake is one of the many types of snakes that mimic the colorful pattern of the true coral snake. This strategy is called Bayesian mimicry, where a non-venomous animal imitates the appearance of a dangerous species to scare off predators. Schott's false coral snake has two clearly distinct subspecies. The first has black and red scales with black and white stripes, while the second, known as the black-headed calico snake, is almost entirely black with bright yellow stripes. The mud snake is a snake that spends almost its entire life in the water. It is commonly found in swamps and along the edges of streams, where it primarily feeds on salamanders and other amphibians. It can be found in much of the southeastern United States. Finally, the western hognose snake is the first of two hognose snakes that we will discuss. It has an upturned snout that it uses to dig in the soil to search for food and to hide. The western hognose snake has a unique ability to be resistant to the toxins of frogs, which are its main food. Because of this, it can eat frogs that most other snakes avoid. The eastern hognose snake is the more colorful relative of the western hognose snake. Although it usually has a common brown or gray color, there are also individuals with reddish-orange coloring with black blotches or checkered patterns, making their appearance more noticeable. The blunt-headed tree snake is a mildly venomous snake found in Mexico, Central America, and South America. It is known for its long and slender body, large head, and especially its big protruding eyes that give it a unique appearance. It closely resembles the clouded snake, but it has a darker color and a large blotch on its body. It can also be found in almost the same regions, including Venezuela, Isla Margarita, and the country of Trinidad and Tobago. The giant false viper belongs to the genus Xenodon, a group of snakes that mostly mimic the appearance of real vipers to scare off predators. This genus is made up of 12 species, and they feed almost exclusively on frogs. The next subfamily is the Ahaetuliinae, which can be found in much of Asia from Pakistan to Australia. This includes some of the most unique and beautiful snakes in the world, such as the vine snake, flying snake, and bronzeback snake. The common vine snake, also known as the Sri Lankan green vine snake, is a venomous snake found only in Sri Lanka. At first, it was believed to be widespread in India as well. But a 2020 study showed that the snakes in India actually belong to 4 different species. The oriental whip snake, on the other hand, has a wider range and can be found in much of South Asia. They look almost identical to the common vine snake, but the oriental whip snake has many color morphs, including yellow and even white. The paradise tree snake is one of 2 snakes here that can fly or glide. It is also known as the flying snake or gliding snake. It flattens its body by expanding its ribs, allowing it to glide through the air for up to 10 meters or almost 30 feet. The golden tree snake, also known as the ornate flying snake, can grow up to 1.3 meters long. It has 2 main colors. Those found in Sri Lanka are usually green and yellow, while those in Southeast Asia are black with red and white markings. Unlike flying snakes, bronzeback snakes cannot fly, even though they often live high up in trees. However, their movements are very fast and light. They mainly eat geckos, birds, and occasionally frogs. One of the most beautiful members of this group is the beautiful bronzeback tree snake. It has a bright green belly and a darker back. It prefers to live in lowland forests at elevations not exceeding 600 meters, or about 2,000 feet, and it can be found from southern Thailand to the islands of Indonesia. The Colubrinae is the second largest subfamily of typical snakes. It consists of approximately 93 genera and over 700 species. This includes some of the most well-known groups of snakes, such as the king snake, vine snake, and rat snake. The mangrove snake is one of the largest members of the genus Boiga, which is better known as cat snakes. It is a venomous snake with striking black and yellow stripes, making it look very dangerous. However, there have been no recorded cases of human death caused by its bite. The red milk snake, on the other hand, is a non-venomous king snake found in the southeastern United States. It has red spots with black edges on top of white or sometimes dark gray skin. It kills small mammals and reptiles by constriction. Another popular king snake is the Honduran milk snake, which is one of the most commonly kept pet snakes in the world. Usually it has a deep red color with black bands, but it also has an albino form where the parts that were once black become white and some of the red parts turn yellow to orange. Lastly, the green vine snake resembles the vine snakes we discussed earlier, but they are not related because they belong to a different family of snakes. This species can be found in Central and South America. It is very slender, with a thickness of about 2 centimeters, but it can grow up to 2 meters, or almost 80 inches in length. The Mexican snakes can be found from Arizona in the United States to the northern part of South America. Unlike most vine snakes, whose entire bodies are green, this species has a white belly and a brown back, a color combination that is more suitable as camouflage in its environment. The eastern indigo snake is the longest native snake in North America, reaching up to 2.4 meters or almost 7.7 feet. The name of its genus, Drymarchon, comes from the Latin word meaning Lord of the Forest, a name fitting for the size and impressive presence of this snake. Within the Colubrinae subfamily, there is also a large group of snakes collectively known as rat snakes. These are medium to large-sized snakes, and they primarily feed on rats and other rodents. They are divided into two main groups: the Old World rat snakes, which are found in Africa and Eurasia, and the New World rat snakes, which are found in North and South America. The red-tailed green rat snake is the first of the 5 Old World rat snakes that we will discuss. It has an impressive lifespan that can reach up to 20 years. Although it is called red-tailed, its tail is usually gray, not red as its name suggests. The Japanese rat snake, on the other hand, is found only in Japan, where it is locally known as Ahaetuliinae. It eats a variety of small animals, including rats, lizards, and frogs. Meanwhile, its main predators include the eagle and the Japanese raccoon dog, which is better known as tanuki. The black copper rat snake is one of the most colorful rat snakes in the world. It has a complex combination of white, green, black, and yellow on its skin. Most of its population can be found in Southeast Asia, although its range also extends to India. Another colorful species is the radiated rat snake, also known as the copper-headed trinket snake. Although it is non-venomous, it is known for being very defensive. When it feels threatened or disturbed, it quickly lunges and bites as a form of defense. The rhinoceros rat snake is the last Old World rat snake we'll discuss, and perhaps the most unique among them all. It can be found in the subtropical rainforests of northern Vietnam and southern China. Its most distinctive feature is the protruding scale at the tip of its snout, which resembles the horn of a rhinoceros. Up to now, scientists are still unsure about the true purpose of this unusual feature. Meanwhile, the Great Plains rat snake belongs to the New World rat snakes. It can be found in grasslands, forests, and dry plains of the United States and Mexico, where it primarily hunts mice and other small animals. The Great Plains rat snake mainly survives by eating mice, but it also occasionally eats chickens. Because of this, it is often seen near fields and farms, where there's plenty of food available. One of the most well-known snakes in the United States is the corn snake. It is often mistaken for the highly venomous copperhead because they have similar colors. It has a beautiful combination of red, orange, and white. And like the Honduran milk snake, it is even more impressive in its albino form. At first glance, the western rat snake may seem ordinary, but one of its subspecies, the Texas rat snake, is very popular. This is because it can have leucism, a rare condition where almost all of its skin color is lost, causing its body to become completely white. Because it is also non-venomous and easy to care for, many consider it one of the most beautiful pet snakes. Just like the western rat snake, the eastern rat snake might also go unnoticed if not for its colorful subspecies, the yellow rat snake. It has a bright yellow color with dark markings, and it can be found in much of the southeastern United States. You might be surprised that the 89 species we've discussed so far come from only 6 families of snakes. The remaining 11 species that we will discuss belong to 9 of the remaining 12 families, and here we will get to know some of the most unique and distinctive snakes in the world, including the well-known blind snake. The Aurora house snake is native to southern Africa, where it lives in grasslands and savannas. Its color can vary from dark green to pale olive, but all individuals have a bright orange stripe running down the middle of their back. One of the best at camouflage is the Madagascar leaf-nosed snake. Its body color changes depending on the environment, and the unique leaf-shaped snout helps it look like just another part of the tree branches and leaves. That's why it's very hard to spot. The Bibron's burrowing asp, also known as the stiletto snake, is a venomous snake found in Africa. It is small and rarely exceeds 55 centimeters or 22 inches in length. It mainly hunts burrowing reptiles, especially inside old termite mounds. One of the most unique snakes in the world is the tentacled snake. It is the only species of its kind. The snake with two small tentacles protruding from the tip of its snout. Scientists have discovered that these tentacles serve as mechanical sensors, helping the snake detect subtle movements, vibrations, body position, and other sensations while hunting in the water. The Bombay shieldtail, also known as the Bombay earth snake, belongs to the Ahaetuliinae family. The name of this family comes from the Greek words meaning tail and shield. It is a non-venomous, burrowing snake that can only be found in southern India. The keeled slug snake belongs to the Colubridae family, a group of snakes that were once believed to be part of the typical snakes, but were later recognized as a separate family because of their unique characteristics. They are found in Southeast Asia, live in trees, and feed exclusively on snails and slugs. The elephant trunk snake is probably the most unique and most fascinating snake on this entire list. It has a very special arrangement of scales and loose skin, which is why its appearance is compared to the trunk of an elephant. Most of them live in rivers, estuaries, and lakes, where they mainly eat fish and amphibians. The red-tailed pipe snake is a colorful snake found in Southeast Asia. It mainly eats long animals with elongated bodies, such as eels. It can grow to about 1 meter or 39 inches in length. Its color varies from black and white to blue and white, but the tip of its tail is always bright red, which is where it gets its name. Like the rainbow boa, the sunbeam snake has iridescent scales that shimmer with rainbow colors when hit by the right light. This snake is also a burrower, so it spends almost its entire life underground. And like the rattlesnake, it also shakes its tail as a warning when it senses danger. The beaked worm snake, on the other hand, belongs to one of the 5 families of blind snakes. It is very small and usually reaches only 6 centimeters or less than 3 inches in length. Like other blind snakes, it also spends almost its entire life underground. One of the most well-known members of this group is the Brahminy blind snake. Because of its very small body, it is often mistaken for an earthworm. It is even smaller than the beaked worm snake and is recognized as the smallest species of snake in the world. And that concludes our journey through 100 different types of snakes from various parts of the world. From the largest and heaviest to the most colorful, most venomous, and most unique snakes show just how vast and amazing the diversity of nature is. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Noel Polo TV. Also, hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos about the most amazing animals on our planet. Thank you very much for watching and see you again in the next video.